Jen, grow the fuck up. Looking like Mrs. Puff by the damn face. What's the business, y'all? This be your boy Scotty, and we're here for another review of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 1, Episode 3. So let's get right on into the tea, honey. And yeah, I really don't have much words for this episode, so this review might be 10 minutes or less. It just might be. But however, it is what it is, child. Jen and Heather, they get together. And y'all, listen, this episode really made me look at Jen a certain type of way. I will say that because she got on my nerves. Shout out to Niecy Dixon, okay? She's a part of my Whether You Like It or Not panel. She's a part of that alongside me, Bundy Blue, Giving You the Real Tea, Josiah's World, and Jamie, that's me. She's a new member of the Whether You Like It or Not panel or whatnot. And she told me when we was up there talking about the Housewives of Potomac that when we watched the third episode we would get a different perspective on some of these people. And she was dead serious, and she was dead ass right, because I got a different perspective on some people that I thought I was gonna like. However, we get into Jen and Heather. Now Heather has a lot of employees that are pregnant. They're all young girls, they're all pregnant, and she wants to throw a baby shower for all of those girls. And I think that is so cute. Y'all, I love me some Heather. I really like her. Like, I didn't think that I would, but I really, really fucks with her. Like, she keep it all the way real. She's a sweet person, and I really like her. Like, straight up, I like her a lot. But then she starts getting deep and personal, and she starts talking about her divorce and how her divorce has really taken a toll on her, and how she's been a single mother for all this time. And, you know, she just never really felt like she was ever in love with the man. The last time she felt that she was in love with somebody, she was not even a teenager yet. That was the last time she really felt like she was in love with someone. And I feel like that is probably, that's sad. You know, so basically when you were married, you really wasn't in love. You probably loved him, but you wasn't in love with him. And I think that's sad, though. Like, that's sad as fuck. But yeah, it is what it is, child. So we get into this bitch Lisa. Y'all know I can't stand Lisa. That's pretty clear. I don't like her. She's a very condescending, wannabe, all of this bullshit ass bitch. Y'all know I don't like her. But however, she's teaching her son how to drive. And I remember them days when my mama tried to teach me how to drive. Like, my mama tried to teach me how to drive in her Chevy Tracker. This was probably 2007 when she was trying to teach me how to drive. I know I had to be like 18, 19 when she tried to teach me how. She had made me so mad that day. And then she wanted to teach me how to drive. And when we got in that truck, I put my foot on the gas and that shit went so fast. My mom said, "Stop, stop, stop!" And after that, she did not teach me how to drive no more. My best friend's dad had to teach me how to drive because she wasn't going for the bullshit. And she shouldn't have. So Mary and Meredith, they meet up. And Mary starts opening up about her life. She starts opening up about her mom. She starts opening up about her grandmother. And she was always saying that her grandmother always wanted her kids and her grandkids to always have what she didn't have. And she goes into how her grandmother basically set it up for her and her husband to be married, because that's what she wanted for Mary. And you know, a lot of Mary's relatives have come out and said that that's a lie. Now, Giving You the Real Tea, my big bro, Terrence, he put out a tea talk video earlier about this, and I gotta watch it because I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna do my own damn video about it. But you know, her family members have come out and said that she's a fraud. And I do know that one of her family members came on Tasha K's show. I never did get a chance to watch that interview. Lately, I've been missing out on a lot of videos, so I gotta go back and binge watch what I have missed from Tasha K, because y'all know I love some Tasha K. But however, you know, it was brought up, and they were saying that she's a fraud, so we got to see what's going on with that shit, child. But Meredith actually likes Mary. But to be honest, even though they're saying that Mary is a fraud, that whole little scene between her and Meredith made me kind of soften up to her just a tad bit. I'm like, oh, okay, Mary really ain't that bad. You ain't that bad, bitch. You ain't that bad. So the last time Jen was over Meredith's house, they were talking about Whitney's 1920s party. And while she was over there, she was talking to the kids, and then she showed her vajayjay to the kids. So Meredith's son Brooks was very grossed out and disgusted by Jen, and he just doesn't want to have Jen around him or his sister anymore because he saw a side of her that he did not want to see. And to be quite honest, this ain't no gay bias shit because y'all was swept and down. I'm trying to be biased because Brooks is gay. But to be quite honest, if one of my mama friends came over to the house and she showed me her down for JJ, baby, I wouldn't want to see her ass no more, period. I wouldn't want to be around her ass at all. Like, straight up, I would not. I don't want to, I done seen another side of you that I just don't want to see. I never wanted to know you like that. Like, keep that broad away from me. To be honest, I feel Brooks on there. Like, I would not want, like, straight up. Be that as it may, you know, because my mom and I, we in this house, but we have a big ass house. So it's like she got her own side of the house and I got my own side of the house. So it's just like we got two different houses in one damn house, to be honest. So I don't have to see her company, to be honest. You know what I mean? But if I come out and I go in the kitchen and I see a broad up in there and show her for JJ to me, I'd be like, I call my mom in and listen, chick, why she here? You know I saw her puss, right? So why she here? So Meredith she was very shocked by that, and she basically thinks about everything that Brooks has said. I mean, it is a kid, so of course she's gonna think about what he said. So Mary and her grandfather they were talking about their son's future. Yeah, child, she had a baby by her granddad. They're talking about their son's future, and she wants to send him to boarding school and all of this other stuff, but he don't want to go to no damn boarding school. He feels like the school that he's at is just fine. So I don't know what the fuck she trying to do. She's just trying to get his mind off a girl, pretty much. And girl, be glad that he's with a girl and not a man like me. I be trying to tell y'all, don't let y'all sons be like me. So as we already know, Whitney's dad has had an issue with drugs, and she decided to take him to Mary's church. And he got his life at Mary's church. And not only was Whitney and her father there, but Meredith was also there too. And Mary showed herself in a different light at her church. She showed not Meredith, but Whitney's father a lot of love. He felt love. He felt the genuineness at the church. And that's one thing about it, because I don't really go to church. I'm always at work every Sunday. And if I'm not at work on a Sunday, I'm at home because I need my rest. But it's difficult to find a church home where you feel welcome, because most religious people don't make you feel welcome, especially when you've done some things in your life that may be lowbrow to certain people, like you did drugs, you're gay, you got pregnant out of wedlock and all this other stuff. And sometimes church people can be very judgmental. That's why I don't go. However, he didn't feel that way at Mary's church. They made him feel at home. They made him feel like a human being. And that's really all that matters, to be honest. So he got a great experience in Mary's church. So now Jen is mad with Meredith because they were supposed to go out somewhere, but Meredith changed her mind. And the only thing that I can say is she probably changed her mind because of Brooks. That's the only reason why she changed her mind. We're at the baby shower that Heather's throwing for her employees, and she's giving them well-groomed advice, and she's just telling them to do great, because you know everybody can't do it all, but she gives them great advice, and it is what it is. After she gives them that advice and they start playing the games and stuff like that, her and the ladies go and they talk, and she asks Jen about her beef with Mary and how she feels about Mary. And Jen is like, she don't give a fuck about Mary. Mary is irrelevant to her ever since she said what she said in regards to her aunt and all of that stuff. And Heather thought that it was over with because Mary apologized. But apparently Jen's still mad. I just feel like at this point Jen is doing too much at this point. Like, she getting on my nerves with her Mrs. Puff looking ass, and I wish she would just shut the fuck up. Like, she already be walking in heels in snow trying to do the most. Like, girl, go somewhere and sit down. You're doing too much. So now Jen is mad with Meredith because Whitney told her that her and Meredith went to Mary's church, and because Jen got a problem with Mary, she feels like Meredith should not be talking to Mary. And my thing is, she gonna say, I don't think that you need to choose. I'm not saying you got to pick a side, but you shouldn't be friends with her if you're friends with me. Bitch, that's making her choose a side. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, that's that Candace and Karen shit that I can't stand. Like, y'all want to say, I'm not saying you gotta choose a side, but bitch, you want her to choose a side. You don't want her to be friends with the woman because you got a problem with her. Just keep it 100, because ain't nobody got to stop being cool with a bitch just because you got a problem with them. Like, I hate bitches like that. Like, are you fucking serious? And now it is time for Whitney's 1920s party. And You know, everybody's there. Even though it's a 1920s party, Whitney got a damn stripper pole right in the middle when there was no stripper poles in the 1920s. However, she's there. All the girls are there. And when Jen walks in, she sees Meredith sitting by Mary. And she's pissed. And it's to be continued. With that being said, y'all, this is my review of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you can, donate to me and Jamar's podcast fundraiser. Jamar set up a GoFundMe for it. Our goal is $1,200, and we are at $705 so far. So we're almost at our goal. Be sure to do so if you can. And I'm out of here, y'all. Till my next video, peace out.